okay. I'll make sure that justice comes for you. Okay? That's why I came all the way from Abuja for you. It's okay.
Every day today, I'm going to cry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm scattered.
You are not scattered. You are not scattered.
You
are not scattered.
My name is OKAFOR. I'm 17 years old. My mother gave birth to 3 children. My father died when I was 3 years old. So when my father died, nobody was asking about us. Even my uncle said don't really care about us because my mother gave birth when my father died. So my mother now take us back to the village where she's from. So my brother mother was helping us, taking care of us to my C's. I was showing me to my C's level. So when my uncle died, I now come to this my uncle in this one. I'm begging him, brother, just let me just take me in secondary school. Everything is asked for my mother that you should train me, please. She told me that he don't have the money. Even his wife supported him. So I now come back to my mom and started giving. So now in 2026, his wife now died. So I now come to Onitsha. I come and start living with him. And I told my uncle, please, during that December, I told my uncle, please, help me with this wire solve. And he told me, okay, he's going to help me. One night I was sleeping, he now slept for me. Hold my mother. I said, uncle, what is the meaning of all these things you are doing? He told me that he's going to, as far as he's going to pay my wire, he's going to be raping me. So he now forced me to eat. So that, and my grandmother was not even around. So that day, the following day, I've already planned to go because I cannot stay there, so this man will be raping me. And I said, it's better for me to go back to my mommy's village. I started so far, I just cried, I finished. And I said, should I even tell this thing to my grandma? Because that is next plan. And I said, no, if I tell my grandma this, my grandma is going to support this, because my grandma used to support all these bad things. And I now go to my secretary and told her all about this thing. He now said me, don't worry. Your uncle have already registered you for wire, so you don't have to go. And he's going to contact the company that is going to help your life. Don't worry. She now said, okay. And I said, okay. She now said I should start recording my uncle's voice any day he said anything. And I told him that I've already tried all these things. He don't used to say anything. Now said I should start with video. He calls me in that video and stopped me in that video. I should not be doing video again. Every time he wants to let me, he will just remove it. He even take me to one hotel. The day that he take me, after all my work, he don't pay my work, almost 100 and something thousand. It's anti trauma that paid this my work. After that day, he don't told me I should prepare. Let me come pay my work. This man don't took me to one hotel. I didn't even know.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's a video of the girl Chisom that was being raped by her uncle. You can see the frustration and everything in the girl. As I arrived from the airport, I had to get a taxi from the airport. I had to locate the community where she's writing her WAEC. That was stressful, but I did that. I made sure because I just had one day to execute, the next day to finish what I was doing, and travel that same next day. But I missed my flight and everything. You can see the agony, you can see the pain. You can see everything written all over the girl. But let's continue. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's the part 3 of the 17-year-old girl being raped by her uncle, her paternal uncle, her father's younger brother. Note, the 17-year-old girl. The father is late, okay? First of all, I want to address something real quick, right? Something very, very, very obvious, okay? The other video I made, I emphasized in the part 2 that so many men did not comment on Twitter. You know why I keep emphasizing on Twitter? Because that's a toxic environment. That's a place where you see perverts. You can even see rapists. I'm telling you one thing with my full chest. If you post a video as a lady, even if your skin is exposed, any man that is capable of body shaming you, elaborating any part of your body, and talking about it in a way that doesn't please any, that man is lusting after you. That man is a pervert. That man has the ability to rape. I also emphasize that in so many homes, so many men, either rich or poor, they're either molesting their nieces. Their house helps, they're raping them. These people are modeled and structured not to talk. Watch my part 4. I'm going to give you stories on this same case where this girl had to reveal another girl that has stayed with this uncle, that the uncle was raping in primary 4, primary 5. And she said she didn't talk about it, she had to keep it. That aside, guys, follow this story step by step. And one of the reasons I'm putting this story on YouTube is documentation. Most of the platforms here, they are too long. I don't want to put long stories on platforms. If you want to see the full story, go on YouTube. Now, this girl, when it was so bad, because when she reported to me, she has constantly been raped a couple of times. Imagine somebody reported to you, sent you a video, and you're still like, hang on. Because I have activities here, I have my exam to deal with, I have stuff. I had to reach out to some people. I reached out to some people that I felt they would help me. I told them this is the case at hand because I didn't know. I also reached out to someone that got me an NGO. And guess what? This NGO turned out to be a mess. In fact, to me, I could even refer to that NGO as a human trafficking NGO because you can't tell me that you are particular about human life, the life of girls and children, but you don't have any single empathy. Guys, there were a lot of things that happened. From the time that the uncle got to know that she was talking to someone, the uncle took her to a hotel. Because after I paid the wifey, I told her, don't tell your uncle about this wifey. You said that this wifey has a deadline, because she told me that the wifey has a deadline and all that, right? Then I said, okay, let's see if your uncle is going to pay it. The deadline came. That was on the 1st. The deadline came on the 1st of what? Was it not April? Yes, 1st of April. I mean, no, 4th of April. The deadline came on the 4th of April. The uncle never paid. The deadline passed. I don't know what he was thinking. Right? Rather, when she told the uncle about the wifey, do you know what the uncle did? The uncle took her to a hotel. I am going to break all these things to the last. Everything that happened is what I'm going to document here. A lot happened. I reached out to some people to help me financially so that we can get, but then I didn't get any financial support. I booked my flights by myself. In fact, the agency, I had to use somebody. The agency he booked the first flight with, they seized the first money. I had to pay again. I booked the flight on emergency. You know why? Because the uncle found out. In part 4, I'm going to let you know in details, the voice notes, everything, my experience. Okay? Down to when we brought the mother of the girl in. That's another twist that I'm going to talk about. That was a case of someone. Let me just reserve that, because everybody's going to be shocked when the mother of the girl came. I know everybody will be expecting, oh, the mother of the girl. Let's just wait until other parts, because I'm going to say everything to the end. I'm going to say the state of the man now, the state of the case now, the state of everything, how long the man spent. Let's see if the man is in the police custody or the man has been removed from the custody. We will keep going through it. So the time that the man found out was when he took the girl to the hotel. The girl recorded it, which I am going to play. Not in this video. I am going to play in another video. He took the girl to the hotel. And in the background, the girl was saying, uncle, you are very wicked. You took me to a hotel. Instead of taking me to YX Center, you took me. Why? I'm not entering this hotel with you. And afterwards, out of anger, the girl now said, don't worry, somebody is coming for you. Because I told her, don't worry, I'll come for you. And she flipped. Don't worry, somebody is coming for you. And when she comes for you, you people will have yourself to blame. Guess what? When the uncle found out about that, the grandmother was there. She had to open up to the grandmother. And the first thing the old woman said was, these things happen in all family. You want to put my son in trouble. Our only source of income, the only surviving son in the family, the only person that helps us. That's whom you want to put. You are very wicked. Everybody, the auntie, the uncle, everybody was blaming this girl. At some point, she called me. In fact, when she called me, the first time I saw the message from her when she was saying, please forgive my family, we'll settle her. I'm like, this girl has been compromised, not knowing that the family has already broken her sin. They've broken her sin. Okay? So I asked her, is there any other thing? She told me, okay, there's something that she needed. Oh, she wasn't feeling fine. I sent her money for malaria medication. I was there for her. I mean, if there's anything anybody doesn't know, I have internal sympathy. Yeah, I'm emotional. I cried for that girl's case. Yes, I know how many times I shed tears on her behalf. It was hurtful. I know it hurt me. And I decided that, don't worry, I'm going to. Then I called her. And she was saying, auntie, my family is here. And I said, give the phone to somebody. And then the uncle that committed the crime. Then the uncle spoke to me and I told him that, don't worry. You better restore that girl's WhatsApp, because she wasn't on WhatsApp anymore, and give her back a phone. If not, I also told him, if you like, go and buy her. That man, forget the store that he is, or he has other things. So he's building a house. That man has money. He has money in his own capacity and he's helping some of his relatives. That was why they didn't want to expose the man. Okay? I told him, not up to 1 hour, her WhatsApp was restored, everything, and I gave him a warning. If you like, buy this girl. Your documentations and everything are in the hands of people that you least expect. Like I told everyone, what prompted me to this fight is because this little girl of 17 years old sent me a gripping video, a physical X video. It was crazy. I was shocked. And she didn't only send me one, she sent me two. The beginning of it, so I was my head. I had to send this, God. And then when I reached out to other people, I told them about this. But you see, one thing I noticed, like, so many people are skeptical to go into cases like this because they don't know the beginning and the end of cases like this. I didn't get any help from the people that I reached out to, unfortunately. I did all the spending by myself. At some point, my roaming around in Anambra State and everything, some days I'll pay because I stayed 2 days. I missed my flight. I didn't care to. My flight was intended, if I come today, I'll go tomorrow, but I later missed my flight. I had to go the next day. All the movements and every some of the days I spent close to 150K for transportation just because I used only one person and all that. Sometimes a day. Not to talk of every logistic. Then the flight money on impromptu and every other thing. But these were expenditures that I made plus the stuff. And when the uncle, now the blow of this whole thing is when the uncle learned that I've paid the wife and all that. I don't know, he wasn't trying to cover up. And how was he trying to cover up? Like he now proposed that, oh, don't worry, since you have paid the wife, let me return the money for you. Ladies and gentlemen, the uncle returned the sum of 143,000 naira. I only sent my academy. I didn't want to send my personal stuff. I sent my academy account. He returned it. I took it through because I didn't want to collect this money at first. But something happened. why did I collect this money? I said, okay, if I don't collect this money now, these people will know that I'm planning to come for them. So I had to tell the man, don't worry. That I told him I'll think about it. I didn't collect the money immediately. Later, I had to, don't worry. Everything is fine, because I was scared for the girl's life. Everything is fine. You know that Governor Soludo has already given an order that anybody that grapes in Anambra State is going to spend 21 years in prison. Right? So everybody's doing. He was so desperate. Now, I told him, don't worry, you can do. I've forgiven you guys. But I never did forgive, because I was still coming for justice. And justice is one paramount thing that I was looking for. Okay? But the case took other twists, a lot of twists. I will tell you all. The video is already too long enough, okay? I'm going to break every single sections of this video into greater and smaller particles. So the uncle paid back that money, hoping that I'm not. Then stop sleeping in the house. He stopped sleeping in the house, coming back by 2. The girl was scared that, oh, let this. Then the aunties and the grandmother kept insulting her. She kept telling her. There were a lot with evidence. And I'm going to continue the story until I'm done. Just so you know, in case any of these things happen, this is how I'm going to come out. I am so interested. So when I got there, a lot of people were saying, even the police, why, do you have any NGO? I said, okay, this is the second time I'm doing something like this, but not in tests like this. That one, I just helped somebody that they drove out, and a house help that they drove out of the house. I just sent her money, and then I sent her money to go back. I had to lodge her in a hotel for a few days in that state that she was before she went back to the village. You know, I gave her money, set her up in little way that I can do, because I've not gotten any support for these my activities. But I assure you, if you find yourself in this position, I'm going to be there for you. They were saying a lot of things. Oh, I told them no. I'm just coming as a brand, a digital creator that somebody contacted on Twitter to come help this girl. So, ladies and gentlemen, watch out for part 4. A lot. Thank you.